What's up, beautiful people? You know who it is. Yeah, you know who the face is. You know who the family is. Yeah, we gonna start this thing off right, family. We the unapologetic nomads, and we unapologetically.
Nomadic.
Yeah.
Nomadic. Hey.
All right, so we got a special guest. This brother right here. We saw his video probably like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, probably. Long time ago. We saw it. We was chilling in Abu Dhabi. And I'm like, yo, this brother's going to all these different countries and just showing like the world, like it's crazy. You know, I'm like, yo, we could do that. You know, he gave us like an inspiration and he lit up a fire in us where we just wanted to travel, you know, and it's amazing. I appreciate it, man. I'm getting a little emotional because I'm serious. Like, you really inspired us. But yeah, we got the one and only, none other than PassportHeavy in the building, family. Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for that. Like, I really felt that, you know, in my heart. And one of the reasons that I create what I create is I know.
Make sure it's like, because sometimes it be cutting in and out.
It's
like,
on.
Okay.
Okay, it's on.
Is,
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Maybe it might just be my phone. Hold on.
yeah. Nah.
Mom, you got your phone? You got your phone? Oh, he's using it?
You got mine?
Keep going.
Let me see.
Keep going. Keep
Hey,
going.
family. Family, we on? Let us know if we on, family, because we can't tell.
Okay, there we go. I think it's going.
It's on?
Yeah, it's on. Go.
Now, you know, like it's all good. It's all good.
Really? I mean, I ain't nervous. It's just, I don't know why my hands are shaking, man. Come on, bro. I don't want to mess
It's all good. And so, kind of like what I was saying, one of the biggest inspirations for me creating the content is when I was going to different places, there might be a narrative in a place. So it's like, so the first time I went to Colombia, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get kidnapped, right? Like, and so that was like my thought, my feelings, and also I wanted to know what it was like for black people in different places, right? And so, because I would search another thing for Colombia, I said black people in Colombia, because I wanted to know what the black experience was like in these places, because I know. And for me, I'm one of these people, so before I used to always say like black video, I'd have it in the title. Obviously people can see I'm black, so they just off rip relate, you know, in that way. And then so I knew my story could inspire other people to go to different places. And so that's why I created. I was like, I want people, even if I was like, they don't have to have a big following to have impact. I knew even if you have like 300 people on your Instagram, your Facebook, when you go to a place, they're gonna trust your opinion way more than they're gonna trust my opinion or, you know, whoever that they're watching, because they don't know them, but they're like, oh shit, yo, Mike just went to Ethiopia. Oh shit, what's the call? And then they're gonna hit you and be like, yo, what was it like? What was it, you know? And so that's like part of my vision. And then, so what I saw when I created videos, even in Thailand in 2011, there's a place called Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I saw about 4 black people in 3 months, right? And so I was like, damn, this is different. So when I put out the videos, I went back in 2014 and I saw about 4 black people a day, right? So just three years later. And then one of the craziest things that really gave me a lot of inspiration is I met a lot of people there at that point. 3 out of 4 people I would see a day now, right? So I'd see 4 people a day. 3 out of the 4 would come up and say, yo, you the reason that I'm out here. And so I started to see the impact of, you know, posting on YouTube. Even though I didn't make money, to this day, I haven't made money off of YouTube, but the gift that I get from the impact of it is what really drives me when I read the comments. But there's nothing more like, so you telling me that right now, it's different than a comment. Like I feel you here in the flesh, and so like that shit, like I'm never gonna forget. Like it really hits me. I'm like, okay, like this is why I do, you know, what I do, and so it really means a lot when people can also express authentically what it means, because like like yeah, it doesn't leave you, and so that's what means the world to me when people come up and like they have the confidence, or they're like really, especially the best is when I meet people out after a few drinks, because some people might see me, right? People might see me and they don't see nothing, they don't say nothing. They're always like, oh man, I like, but when people have like a real heart to heart, man, it shouldn't mean the world to me.
Yeah, definitely.
So what inspired you to start traveling?
What inspired me to start traveling, you know, just watching TV, seeing different places. I wanted to, but what inspired me to continue traveling is that I was working remote already, and so I was like, I'm from Chicago, and so this was it was like February, and I was in Hawaii for 3 weeks, visiting some friends, and they were taking a 1-year trip around the world, and I was like,
Dang.
and my flight, I was there for about a week and a half, and I had my flight back to Chicago. So you know, Chicago shit is cold, cold. Like slice your face cold. And then so I'm running down the beach, I was in shape. And I was like, okay, girls looking at me, I was like, yo, I like this. I'm shirt off running down the beach in Hawaii. And so what ended up happening was I was about 3 hours away from taking my flight back home. And I was like, why am I going back home? I was like, because this is what I've been told to do. This is how I'm supposed to live. And I was just like, yo, let me stay for a month. And so that's what ended up happening for me. And then from there, I was like, yo, let me continue this journey and see different cultures and different. But that was the reason, because I was working remote, and I was like, this is the way of the future. I was like, once people know that you can make money while traveling the world. And so that's been part of my other mission, is to really educate people on there's so many different ways that you could be, whatever they call it, work remote, digital nomad, however you want to word it. And like now with the pandemic, it's shown people that the world can really operate while working remote, and you can do serious business. Because before, I think people kind of looked at me, or they'd be like, oh man, like do some real business. Like you have to be in an office or something to do some real business, and that's not the way, you know, the world is going with like Twitter. Now you can work indefinitely and all these different things. Like major corporations are like, yo, this is really the way of the future. But that's what really started because I'm really competitive. So if I couldn't progress in my career and continue working, like in my career, like I'm not one of these, you know, kind of like gallivants. I'm trying to find myself. I'm like, nah, I'm about like business. Like I really want to progress, and so I was like, as long as I can do that, I can continue to travel.
Cool. Well, I definitely want to say, Jubril, I appreciate, I just told you that before the camera even came on, I appreciate the fact that you're so down to earth and you're very approachable. You know, some people, they get up there, you know, they're celebrities and it's like, I don't know if I should approach this person. But you are mad cool.
No,
mad cool,
thank
and I
you.
really appreciate that. You're funny and everything. It's like, it's really awesome to meet you. And you really are the inspiration, our inspiration for doing what we do.
Oh,
and it's
man,
so dope
thank
to see you, to meet you in person. It's everything. I have a question though.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite or best travel experience or destination?
I get asked that question all the time. I really do. And I never, to this day, I still don't have an answer for my favorite destination. Because it's always about the people for me. As long as I fuck with the people, it's like I enjoy every place differently. Every place is unique to me. I mean, I have like, so the things for me, like that I look for in a place. I'm like, do they have, you know, good weather?
Okay.
Is the internet good? What the women like? And you know, what the vibe, and like, you know, safety is a cool. So those are the things I really look for when I go to a place. And so a favorite place, I have so many. I couldn't, if you were like, hey, you know, like when some people, I think it's an old, back in the day, people are like, oh, I'm gonna retire in Hawaii and I'm just gonna be happy there. That's an old vision for me. For me, I'm like, I'm really a citizen of the world, and so my dream is never just to be in one place. It's like, you know, seasons change. I like to change the places that I go. So I don't have, like, I honestly can't say I have one favorite place, because it gets stagnant for me after a while. But I like to go back. I like to return to places like Ghana or now one of my new loves. I know I'm gonna love it here. Here in Rwanda.
Hey.
I love Bali, Indonesia.
Nice.
I mean, I love England. Like I love London. Like there's a lot of culture in London. Like I love London. I just recently went to Jamaica. I feel like I could go back to Jamaica.
Yo, okay. Nice.
There's so much, man. Panama, much love to Colombia.
He sounds like a nomad. Unapologetic. Yeah. So, your experience thus far in Rwanda, how has that been?
It's been better than expected. I didn't know how organized this place was, how safe this place is, how clean this place is. And they just doing things right. And I really see that they have a vision for the future. And, you know, it starts at the top with their president. And then I also learned how they've even they changed the government, they amended the government so they could have an extra term. He could have an extra term, right? And so I've realized how much they love the president here, and it's because of how much he really puts into his country. Like where they're like, okay, if we're spending money here, they're actually spending the money there. Versus a lot of other countries, like the president, like oh no, you know. And so like here, I can feel the love, because you know like when you go to some place, they're like the president, this, but the majority of the people here are like, no, we really love our president, and I said that says a lot about a place, because normally even in, you know, whatever, sometimes it's 50-50, whatever, but here it's like they really love him. So I was like, that's much respect.
Much respect. Definitely. Hey, we got a question?
Quiet. I gotta stop. I never just be like observing, like. I don't even know. Dang.
So Jubril.
Yeah.
What is one of the your highlights of this trip in Rwanda so far? Or can you talk about that or no?
I can talk about whatever.
Okay.
No, I'm just holding it for you.
Huh?
I'm just holding it.
Oh, you was holding the mic?
Yeah.
One of the highlights of my trip so far is just the people, man. Like I really like today was one of my most enjoyable days. I got to sit down with some, you know, local people from here, and then learn more about the vision of where the country is going. I had a really good day at Inca restaurant, the steakhouse. So I met the owner, Nicole. She's a beautiful woman, just beautiful spirit, physically beautiful, everything beautiful. And then so got to spend a lot of time with her, and so just learning more about you know, what she has going on. We went to one of the dopest art gallery restaurant experiences with Choose Kigali.
I
like,
knew he was gonna say that. Shout out to Choose Kigali.
I was just like,
Yes.
I was like, where the hell am I? Like, just unbelievable. But just the people, really. That's been my favorite thing. I mean, nature's. Shout out to Visit Rwanda. They connected me with a lot of dope people, and so I got to do an excursion by seeing. I did the Big Five Safari, and then I also did. Then I went to the volcanic region and saw the gorillas, which was. I never thought I'd do it because my dad's always telling me, "Well, you're an African kid. Why are you trying to mess with animals? You know, you did that time you did with Tiger. Why are you doing that, man?" Like my dad it was his birthday. He's like, I told him my day. He's like, you're not my son. You're not African. Why are you trying to run to the And so, but like, yeah, it was those have been probably some of my favorite experiences so far.
Cool. Man.
We appreciate you, man. I know you do like digital nomad stuff. If you want, you could plug your website on here, your YouTube, Instagram, everything. Fam.
Yeah, just PassportHeavy. Like, come mess with me on PassportHeavy. If you actually want to reach me or contact me, Instagram is real easy. So that's like just hit me and my team up on PassportHeavy. I'm easy to reach. So.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of shout outs, and somebody said really remember you when you were in London. That's Crunk King 232. Shout out. What's up, brother? Yes. That's what's up. You're getting a lot of love here.
Yo, I appreciate y'all, man. So thank you.
That's what's up. We appreciate him. For real. For real. Inspiration. And it's nothing like seeing one of us do this. You know what I mean? You got people from all walks of life. Usually they don't look like us, but when it's somebody, that's what is super, super inspirational. We saw him and we were like, that's a brother? Yo, that's dope. Yo, if he could do that, I know we could do it. It gave us just so much like, yeah, we could do this, we could do it. We start out slow, you're like, oh, okay, you don't get that many views, but you keep going, and it's like, it's kept us going.
Man,
Yeah.
people see Passport Heavy.
Yeah.
They need to see my old channels. Go see my, like, I'm
Okay.
3 channels deep, man. Like,
That's what's
I've
up.
been making videos for like 15 years. So, see my old janky over here, be like, okay.
Janky. That's what we
That's
say,
how they
janky.
started now. It's like, because people probably just see the Passport Heavy joints and be like, yo, that's crazy. But, nah,
Yeah, we
see
got
the
some
old
janky
joints.
stuff too. We got some janky stuff. For real. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
Appreciate your time, family.
Definitely.
Don't want to hold you up too long. Yeah, and again, we grateful for you, man. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Facts.
For me?
Oh man, shout out to Pete too in the building. Yeah, what's up, Pete?
Is that what we talking about right now?
We got Pete the businessman in the building. The master connector, yeah.
I'm just trying to be like y'all. That's all I'm trying. I'm a humble servant.
All right, fam.
No,
All right.
we thank Pete for the connection.
Yeah.
Because he let us know, yo, he in town.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's our good brother. Definitely. We thank you.
All right. You good, Ayla? You got anything you want to say?
There's a comment that says, that's a cool shirt.
That's what's up.
All right. Yeah, we unapologetic. Nomads, and we unapologetically.
Nomadic family.
All right. All right. All right. Peace.